we have been one of the companies that have been coming to NIM to pick up students, and they are walking the talk to the panelists who are here, and of course to the participants who've joined in. Some of the best efforts that they make, and Dr. Bansal, of course, it is for his vision that apart from giving the core knowledge that is required, of course, for making of a management graduate, there are other skills which are the soft skills that I think he and his team members focuses on in a big way, which I think is a biggest differentiator for which the other colleges that we go to. And we do recruit a lot of people from the marketing and the communication side, because that's what the agency that I represent and the sector that I represent looks for. So my small presentation is going to be as to what is it that now we are looking at from the way the media, entertainment, advertising, and PR industry is moving towards. And of course, the fact that there's a COVID scenario that happened, there was a little bit of setback for first one quarter, which of course was there for all. But now the fact that market has opened up, you're seeing what's happening on the stock market side as well. These are the lead indicators that will happen to the other industries as well. So I'm going to just take 5 to 10 minutes about a small presentation that I have on the skill sets that we feel from a communication side that are now very, very important. I'm just sharing my slide now. Shivani, if you can just let me know if you're able to see the slide.
Yes, it is coming. It'll take 30 seconds probably to. Yeah, we can see your slide. Perfect. Sure. We'll appreciate if you can make it full screen so that.
All right. I have done that. I think it will take some time. Yeah. So this is the recruiter's expectations transitioning from classroom to boardroom.
Yeah, perfect. It is full screen now.
It is full screen. All right, thank you. And the intent primarily is to talk about the element of what exactly is it that a recruiter from the public relation and advertising side is looking at. And these are the core skills that were required or that are required at any given point of time. Writing, because we are in the business of storytelling, digital and social media, where the pivoting has happened in a big way. With no newspaper coming, all of us are consuming news, from the social media and from the digital online platform. And it is said that if you do something for 21 days, it becomes a habit. Now, we were in a lockdown for more than 2.5 months. So many of us have gone back into that habit of making sure that, we go to the apps like a Daily Hunt or an InShot or any other app that you're going on for, which are news aggregators. And this is the way that which gets consumed has changed. And then, of course, the biggest part is presentation, which is one of the core skills, because that's what an advertising and PR professional does. There is creativity, there is storytelling that is now happening. There's a huge emphasis on business and marketing and maths and financial skill. Again, Dr. Bansal has been a front runner in making sure that people which have taken communication also learn a bit of these two, because when we work with companies like Maruti or with HCL, or with Hero MotoCorp or other such firms, they also will ask us to understand what exactly is the business. And during the breakout session, Mr. Hussain was talking about as to how the new narrative is getting formed, because people are going to move away from the mass rapid or mass transportation system to a personalized transportation system. And we are seeing some of this, on whether you look at the SIAM data or you look at the data that Maruti has also just released, there is a uptick when it comes to the number of four-wheelers or the two-wheelers, that have gone up in the, in the economy. So these are some of the things that one needs to understand, that these are the core skills that are required at any given point of time. But apart from these core skills, the one that we are now getting more focused on are the soft skills that are required. So we require critical thinking. We require a person to understand what's happening around him, and therefore, which is important for a strategic planning perspective. There has to be a continuous learning. Gone is the era, when we passed out, that I did my engineering, that I don't need to learn my engineering, or I did my MBA, I don't need to learn anything else. You need to continuously evolve yourself. For that, you need to be curious and you need to have an open-mindedness. And the fourth point that is required from a soft skill perspective is emotional intelligence, which will help you in conflict management. That is becoming more and more. If you see this on social media, you have opinions now. There are no news, right? There are opinions. There is a channel, we all know which channel it is, and the person is known for making sure that he thrusts his opinion on his panelists as well as the viewers that are watching that channel. Therefore, it is important to understand the social skill. At the same time, the conflict management that is required. From an advertising and PR perspective, it is important to understand the aesthetics part of it, which means I need to understand how social media works. What will a Insta page look like? What is a design that is going to look like? I can't go back to my designer. Oh, I have to post something on social media. Can you design it for me? The guy will not have that much of time. So can a person think on his feet and be at the same time understand how a aesthetic or a visual design is looking like? And last but not the least, the era of individual player playing tennis grand slams is over. It is a teamwork. You are as good as your team, and therefore, how important are you when it comes to teamwork? So the things that you learn in management, which is the groups that gets formed, the case studies that are given to you. If you are able to perform that well as part of a team rather than an individual, that is something that a recruiter is looking at. So I'll just quickly take you through some basic skills that are now required in the advertising and the PR space. One is the copywriting skills has gained huge importance, which is again about writing. And it is about your ability to manage your social media and your advertising campaign. We managed one of our clients, which was on the receiving end for, as per him, a very nice ad that he was trying to make. The brand is into jewelry. However, it backfired in a big way, and I'm sure you would have seen, what the trawlers had to say about that ad. The person or the people who are writing those ads, they need to understand how do you manage this entire platform in a big way, right? And those who grasp this social media, those who enjoy the fast pace, those who understand that they will be able to quickly think on their feet, are the ones who are going to win the next battleground, which is definitely now the digital front. The second is, of course, you need to have, in continuation to writing, you also need to have a video and audio production skill. Right, this is going to be the biggest demand for the years to come. No doubt about it. Audiovisual is improving. All of us are now being asked to understand how to look at a camera, how to talk to it. All of us are now meeting on platform. Is a testimony to the fact that this is going to be the new normal, and audiovisual has gone up. Insta is, of course, one of the examples. TikTok is one of the examples where there's a huge emphasis on visuals rather than on the text part of it. Also, one needs to understand how do you mix this, what are the audio production skills. These are going to be the main demands coming forward. Ability to lead the exploration of new media and tools on behalf of your organization, which is, it's not only about writing, it is about understanding how things are evolving. There are going to be new platforms that are coming, apps are coming every day, things are being disrupted every other day, technology is disrupting everything. There is a huge amount of demand for podcasts now. There's a huge amount of demand for audiovisual content now. You can't rely on the old era of I can only do this and I'll then be shifting the other element to my other team members. One needs to understand and have all the skill sets which are required. I've just spoken about it. Which is ability to create an effective social media content and manage the social content system. So it is not only about understanding what to write, it is also about understanding where the numbers are coming from. It is also about understanding how do you analyze the required situation. And that's why, of course, the data analytics is getting a lot of popularity. We need to understand the traditional, digital, and business analytics. And that's why big data, data management, which is a common thread across all platforms that you will see emerging, and other panelists are also going to talk about it. Analytics has become the buzzword of the decade. It is, of course, now going to be the way the business is getting shaped, whether it is number of likes, whether it is number of impressions, whether it is number of people who are following you. All this is now becoming, more and more measurement driven. Earlier, advertising and PR was more of a creative part of it, and there was no measurement skills that were needed. but those who grasp the measurement in public relation and communication are going to be in demand way forward. There is a change at Adfactors as well. In last 2 years, we have given a huge impetus to engineers who have taken communication as a profession, because by default engineers have a flair for numbers and the way they understand numbers better than others. But those who are not from engineering background, the request is primarily to have at least an understanding of how analytics works, so that it will help your employability moving forward. Then of course is the search engines, which is whether it is Google or Quant or Yandex and others that are now coming. This is a new skill sets that is required, because everyone wants to be searchable on the platform. In the current scenario, if you're not on Google, you're not. So we had to go back to library, to various magazines, etc., to study our stuff. But you guys have a lot of flexibility to understand what's happening on Google. Everything is there on Google. But how do you make it more searchable is something that you need to understand. And secondly, how do you produce report? Because there is an information overload that you guys are seeing. But how do you make sense of that information overload is something that you need to hone your skill on. So that's the skill number 6 that you need to make more, which is providing relevant context, providing ideas as the outcome of data, having a better story to be told from the numbers per se is something that is the best part. Then of course, ability to develop a visual style for a brand, which is online. It is not only, as I said, only text. It is not only audiovisual, but visuals have become much more important in communication field than they were ever. Video marketing is on the rise. You will see YouTube, of course, there are thousands of YouTube videos that get uploaded every day. YouTubers are becoming a certified professionals. Advertisers are not going towards ads or the main channels, but they are going to YouTubers. Now, whether it is a launch of a mobile phone or launch of a car, they would definitely like to go for a influencer on a YouTuber first rather than going to a channel later. So for a PR professional and a advertising professional, it is important for us to understand how do you tell your story in a visual style for the brands that are going to go online. Then of course, ability to write both for external and internal audience. This is one thing that is one of the most vital skill than anything else. Today's communication professional is asked to do more. He's not asked to do less. Also, the fact there is a huge menace of a fake news that has started coming in, right? So you have to work doubly hard. One is, of course, you have to push your agenda, and at the same time, there is a counter narrative or a different agenda that is being pushed. So you need to not only look at it, measure it, manage it, but also put your story on the feet on that side. So with this on-site of every employee now going on social media, there is a social media advocacy program. A disgruntled employee can, take your brand to cleaners on social media. How do you make sure that, you manage that entire thing well is something that communication professionals need to understand really well. The virtual team management, thanks to COVID, what has happened is this has been fast forwarded. We were expecting this kind of a scenario to emerge by 2025, 26. But what COVID has done in 6-7 months is it has fast forwarded everything. And this thing is going to remain. If you read today's paper, TCS has said that by 2025, 70% of my workforce is going to work from home. Now, TCS, which is the bellwether for Indian IT, if they are saying, Infosys has also said the similar thing, you will see more and more service sector economy trying to tell you that, okay, you work from home, guys. And therefore, it will become a very important skill to virtually manage your team and make sure that you have an ability to get their workflows, their ideas and tools that they are using in a more effective way. That's a new skill set that has been added in this year, but it's going to be there definitely for next 5 to 7 years. Identifying and collaborating an influencer is becoming the next new challenge. They are unlike the institutional media houses. They're individuals in themselves. So it's like Dr. Bansal or Mr. Hussain or Dr. Anand, who are influencer in their own right. And they may or may not, accept your brand because they have their different ethos. A Times of India will have a different persona, but a Dr. Anand will have a different persona altogether. And therefore, since you want his Twitter handle, his LinkedIn, his Insta to talk about your brand, you need to understand what exactly is he talking about. And for that, a huge amount of research, a huge amount of collaboration needs to come in demand. And these are some serious attention that the brand managers need to focus on, because influencer management and micro influencer management is a new thing. It's a new wave. Then of course is content marketing, might be a new term, but skill sets are as important. It actually goes into the era of earned media, press releases, contributory articles, success stories, so on and so forth. And most brands are upping their content marketing game. They are pushing a lot of content to you. There's a huge amount of algo that gets pushed in. I'm sure if you're using a Facebook, you're using an Insta, if you like a video, you will see a similar kind of video being shown to you, because that's how strong the algos have become. For a communication guy, it is important to understand how these algos are really working. And for that, you need to be sure that Dr. Bansal will have a different element for content marketing. Samir Kapoor will have a different element for content marketing. How do you manage this, and how do you can have 3 or 4 content while telling the same story? That exactly is something as a skill that you need to develop. And last but not the least, these are the tech know-how or the technology know-how that you may not be an engineer, but these are some of the things that are going to be in demand in the coming decade. So there is a study that has been done by a USC Center for Public Relations and Communication, and they have given these 8 things that you look at, whether it is big data analytics, video production, search engine optimization, digital designing, UI UX experience, predictive AI technology, data management, and coding. So if you look at all big ones, Uber, Facebook, Insta, Airbnb, all of them have come, and their valuation is very intangible. It's not, they don't own any asset. They're unlike Maruti, which has a lot of plants. It's not like that. Their entire asset is their coding. And their code that they develop is something that has given them huge, even even from a Facebook, Google, Netflix perspective, it's the coding that is giving them a huge amount of valuation. And that tech know-how is something that a communication professional need to have currently as a necessity.